I didn't expect marriage to feel so lonely. In the beginning, she was everything I ever wanted: attentive, playful, affectionate. We had passion, connection, shared dreams. Our wedding wasn't just a celebration. It was a culmination of years of believing we were made for each other. But something changed. It wasn't sudden. It crept in quietly. At first, it was little things. A headache, a long day. I'd reach out and she'd shift away. I told myself it was nothing. Life gets busy, people get tired. But it became a pattern. Every night, I'd try to be close. Every night, she'd find a way to turn me away. I didn't want to push. I respected her space. But inside, it started to wear me down. I wasn't chasing lust. I was longing for connection. I just wanted to feel like her husband again. I started to notice how glued she was to her phone at night. If I walked into the room, she'd lower the brightness like she was hiding something. I didn't want to become suspicious. I didn't want to be that insecure guy. So I stayed quiet. I convinced myself it was in my head. Still, I kept trying. I brought home flowers, made her favorite meals, offered to help with anything that might ease her stress. But none of it seemed to matter. Her eyes would glaze over when I spoke. I felt like background noise. Then one night, I walked into the bedroom, and there she was, curled up under the blanket, back turned to me again. I just stood there for a while. I didn't say a word. I didn't ask about her day or try to hold her. I turned and walked out. I slept on the couch that night, not out of anger, but because I had nothing left to give. She didn't ask why. The next morning, she acted like everything was normal. That was what stung the most. So I made a quiet decision. I stopped trying. No more thoughtful gestures. No more checking in. I stopped texting during the day. I stopped asking when she'd be home. I started waking up early, leaving the house without saying a word, and coming back late. I ate alone, watched shows alone, slept alone. At first, she didn't seem to care. But about a week into the silence, she started noticing. One night, she asked if I was okay. I just nodded and kept reading. A few days later, she texted me at work, said she missed me. I stared at the screen, then set my phone down. That evening, she made dinner, set the table for two, waited for me to sit. I thanked her, ate in silence, went upstairs without a word. She followed. She stood in the doorway and said she felt like something was wrong between us. Her voice trembled. I looked at her and quietly said, "I've felt that way for a long time." She didn't respond, just stood there, the panic slowly rising in her eyes. The next day, she sent me a long message, full of apologies, regrets, promises. She said she hadn't realized how far we drifted until I stopped trying. She begged me not to give up. That night, she waited in bed, not turn away, but sitting up, nervous, unsure. "I miss us," she whispered. "I know I push you away." I didn't realize how much until I felt what it was like to be ignored by you. And a part of me wanted to believe in us again. But I had spent too long quietly hurting. I told her I needed time, not just to forgive, but to decide whether I could trust her with my heart again. Because love, when neglected for too long, doesn't just spring back. It recoils. It remembers the cold. It learns to guard itself. She cried that night. I didn't hold her, not because I didn't care, but because I needed her to feel what I had felt for months. And she did. She started doing what I used to do. She reached out. She gave compliments. She touched me gently in passing, asked about my day, and really listened. She even started therapy. On her own. She was trying, maybe for the first time in a long time. But I didn't rush back. I learned something important through it all. If someone only realizes your worth when you stop trying, maybe they never truly saw you begin with. So now I take my time. I still sleep in the guest room sometimes. I don't say, "I love you," just because it's expected. I only say it when it's true, because love isn't a routine. It's presence. It's effort. It's making the other person feel wanted, not tolerated. She rejected me every night. So I walked away the only way I could, silently. And now, she's the one trying not to lose me.